This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Bev's Video Kingdom is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised.
Bev's Video Kingdom really is brought to you by...
What the fuck?
What's up, dude?
One of my renters broke the toilet again. That dude takes giant shits. Now I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Why don't you hire a property management company or something to take care of that stuff?
Because they suck, and they take 10%.
You know, our dude Hank owns and manages Heritage Realty Partners. I think he said he only charges 5%, and he visits each property at least once a month.
That's right. He's always posting beers from the road. You have his number?
Actually, I do. His personal number is 805-451-5734.
Perfect. Now he can deal with my renter's big shits.
Heritage Realty Partners.
For all your property management and investment needs.
Scotch and Brad, your favorite podcast. Let's start this thing.
Woo!
Oh, I'm scared, Scotchy. I am scared. I am scared.
I am so excited.
We got somebody who's just way too...
She is so excited.
No, we've got two very excited draftees with us because two of our members of BVK. I'm Brad. I'm part of BVK. Scott, you're here. You're part of BVK, but we're missing Nate and Zach. They're in the draft
minors.
camp in the minors. You know, on all sorts of pods. I think this week they were drafting the best crochet stitches.
Right, which I think Zach's going to win that one.
I think
got a
he
good
might.
feeling about that one.
They weren't on. I thought they were on Broken System drafting the most unjust.
The most unjust
crimes.
Rolling through a stop sign tickets they've ever got.
That's right.
Yeah, something like that. Well, that's actually a good segue. Look at this, Walter. Get him in a segues. We are Bev's Video Kingdom. We are part of the Deluxe Edition Network, which is also the Deluxe Edition Network Podcast of the Year. Mm-hmm. But this month there are two awesome pods you can listen to. Scotch, what are they?
Podcasts of the month for the month of September.
Yep.
September. Thank you.
Good job.
Metalhead Journeys. They talk all things metal music, and The MILF and Me, which is it's actually a very entertaining podcast talking about dating and crazy shit that they see online with weird profiles and all that stuff, and it's really entertaining. So
I love how much support you gave to the MILF and Me on the last draft podcast.
I
really wonder, how much time is he listening to the MILF and Me?
How much support did he give to me? I think it was mainly the MILF that he was giving support to.
Dude, I gave all the support to me as I gave the MILF. All right. So check them out at deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
That came out perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, Scotch, I am scared because these assholes that are supposedly our podcast mates have left us again. Twice in 3 drafts. Scotch and I are going to have to defend the honor of BVK. We have to defend our honor against 2 guest drafters. Oh my gosh.
In a category that is definitely not my forte, and I'm excited to see what happens. I mean...
So, folks, if you have not figured it out yet, we are going to be drafting, after talking about the classic Penny Marshall film, A League of Their Own, we are going to be drafting the most memorable female duos in movies.
I have a feeling that if Nate was here, he would actually finally do well in a draft.
I think, this could have been one he could have maybe gotten.
Oh, well.
A second place.
Yeah, easily gotten instead of the 4th seed.
But we do have a female drafter tonight with us.
Bow, 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 bow.
Kendra, what's up? How you doing?
Hello.
Welcome
Hi.
back.
I am swell. Thank you. Thank you for having me in this glorious space.
I should read the text. Like when I told you like we were going to be drafting this, you were just like, fucking A, let's go. Like you were just fired
I've been
up.
excited since you said the words.
I know.
I'm ready.
I can't wait.
I was born ready.
I can't wait to not have heard of most of your draft picks and then them all be amazing because apparently, you're just.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be great.
And
so
you know
excited.
what? Just to throw a little wrench in it, we decided to bring along her lovable husband, Walter.
What's up, guys? It's good to be
Drafting,
back again.
Yeah, but you're drafting against your wife.
I am, but I'm also the most successful guest drafter you guys have ever had. So, there's that
Behind
belt
every
you've got over there.
successful man is a good woman.
You know
Very
what?
true.
Football is in full swing now, and I have to say, I know both of y'all play fantasy football. I have the notorious, I don't know what it would be, accomplishment of losing to my wife in a fantasy football league Super Bowl. Like it came down to
In the
me and her,
Super Bowl.
Oof.
and she beat me in Super Bowl. And I will say, I've been in a draft, a league for 24 years, and every time I go to draft, they're like, "Wait, Melissa's not picking for you because she's no longer in the league." But they're like, "Oh, is your wife making picks for you? Is your wife making?" That's all I hear anymore.
Amazing.
So if your wife on her first draft finishes first,
Yeah.
When
when she finishes first,
this
I mean,
goddess, do you
what, are you going to be able to handle that? Because it's a little emasculating.
I'll be fine because I love her and I'm here to support her. And so when she needs a shoulder to cry on when she comes in third or fourth, then I'll be there.
And I will say that's the great attitude to take, because when my wife and I finished first and second, we scooped like a lot of money and we took a trip to Vegas. We're like, yeah, fuck y'all, we're going to Vegas.
right?
I am actually. I'm very excited to see what happens on this side of the table, because me and Brad are sitting on this side, they're on that side, and Walter was talking about, because Walter is kind of stepping in here for us, and he didn't know that he was going to be drafting immediately. At first, he thought he was going to be on, hanging out at the show, and they already discussed a bunch of picks before he knew he was going to be on. So now I'm wondering how many of those picks that he knows that she likes is he going to snake because he knows she's going to grab them.
You want to know what the best and the worst part of our marriage is? Is Walter's memory, because it's not very good.
It's not very good.
He probably
not.
doesn't remember anything that we said, which is wonderful
remember
in this
some of them.
instance.
Well, and if you listen to last week's episode, A League of Their Own, you will know that we had a fifth person on the pod, and that would be my wife. And
My wife.
And she might be returning to judge. And that brings up some obviously ethical questions. My brother was recently on, and he picked me first.
Right.
I think
Scotch Beck's brother's been on.
He picks
And
me most of the
picks
time.
you most of the time. Anytime there's relatives involved, but I will say, folks, my wife is actively trying not to pick my team. I know this.
Right.
This is her intention would be like, I do not want to pick.
Which
your
is
team.
interesting, because now that got in my head a little bit too, because there's a few picks I go, okay, I think that's going to be good for her, but I think she might think Brad picked it, so that might actually hurt me because
See, there's
So, I don't know.
all sorts of psychology
scrambled.
here.
I'm scrambled.
Those caveats, so I'm going to throw mine in too now that you've thrown a caveat in. Is I was told I was drafting like 2 days ago. Well, 2 days before we're recording this. Time works weirdly in the BVK universe.
That's right.
And
It's an illusion.
as you said, the conversations I was having with Kendra about her potential draft team now turned into, well, who can I get that I didn't maybe mention, or who can I can snipe in front of her and take, depending on the draft order. So I had to throw this list very last minute. And so that's my caveat. Like any great champion, when they don't repeat, it was injuries. It was something out of our control. Our star home run hitter was right in the bench.
You sound like Sean Payton with the Broncos this year, because he's like, hey, the guy before me, he really fucked up really bad, and so if we don't have a great season, like he's basically trying to make excuses right
Just
now.
disclaimers, all I want.
Come on, Sean
people
Payton.
know.
You're
People
better than
understand.
that.
Hey, if you were a true champion, time wouldn't matter, Walter. It wouldn't matter.
you sound like a Raiders fan.
Oh,
Me?
No, him.
Okay.
Got a Raiders hat on.
All right.
he might be.
All right.
I had to catch nothing but fucking shit for my Dodgers already, so you can catch some.
Oh, that's what I mean.
he's fine.
Like
He's
not
strong.
everyone was competing in the season when the Dodgers won their last World Series. It was an easier title to win, and I got thrown in the last
Oh
minute
my
here. so.
goodness.
Well, speaking of movies, there's a great reference, and again, we're getting off on a little sports tangent, but that's all right. As Niners fans, Scotch Beck and I are both Niners fans. There was a great meme that was going around where it was from Dumb and Dumber, where they put the peppers in the dude's hamburger, and they're trying to get him to eat it. And so he comes back, he's asking him questions. They're like, "Why don't you take a bite first, and then we'll tell you?" And it's, the meme was, Raiders fans asking Niner fans about Jimmy G.
Why did you take it by first?
Check my person, they will tell you, and they're like snickering and laughing as they're like kind of like trying not to laugh because it's like you know.
Jimmy
Raiders.
G will be great for the first 6 to 7 games of the season.
Until he's injured.
Yeah,
Jimmy's a winner, but putting him in Vegas, I think, is a bad idea.
Know.
putting anyway. Yeah,
Brad, you got a draft order for us.
I think I do.
But what
I think
day
I
is it
do.
though?
You know what? Well, yeah, we should talk about what day it is because it's kind of important. I think it's this day. What does Zach think it needs on the end? I still didn't get what he was talking about last week.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck
Or last
comes out of
draft.
his mouth most of the time.
I think he wants a bigger, like, boom, boom, brow, or like
Sure.
guitar, like
But
slam or
the
something.
focus is the voice.
Yeah, and I can't even
100%.
air sing it for that long, so I don't know how you did that for real life. I got halfway through the note, not even singing it, miming it, and I had
thought
to
it was
stop and take a
beautiful.
breath.
Oh man! So Scott, you were asking me a question.
Oh,
What was it?
Do we have a draft order?
Yeah. So I'm going to press a little button here, and let
I
me
almost
do
called you
that.
Zach.
Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, this is really interesting. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Let me first just tell a little story. No, I'll tell it after I tell this story. Okay. So we watched A League of Their Own last week, and you know it's all about baseball, as I mentioned very unfortunately on the previous episode. But you know what? We
very
decided
James Earl Jones of you.
we
you know?
decided to previous to the episode, we went out to the old ball field and we did a little home run derby. And we had 20 pitches each from a pitching machine.
Okay.
And so we got out there in the field, see how we could do. So in fourth place in our home run derby was Scotch Beck.
That's bullshit.
He popped up every ball and ended with 0 jacks. So good job by you, Scotch. In third place was myself. I slapped 2 dongs, which barely got over the wall, and ended up whacking 4 dingers in total.
Yeah, you got to whack those dingers every now and then.
Had to whack
And
a
those
few
dongs.
dingers. I got 4 out of 20. We had 20 pitches. I got 4. In second place was our friend Walter. Our friend Walter, he spanked 4 or 5 balls out of the park. Incredible moonshots. And he ended with 12 dingers poked.
I do love poking dingers.
You poked those dingers. 12
poked
of them.
dinger
12
too in
out
my
of
day.
20. But in first place in our home run derby was Kendra, whose large bat proved useful in dinger competitions. As she pounded 20 dingers for a perfect score. You're
know-
the dinger king, Kendra.
I am the dinger king.
I didn't know they had ladies' tees and home run
Ooh,
derbies.
I don't need a lady tea, baby. Give me a full tea.
20 out of 20. Every
D.
pitch, she just put that out
Wow.
of the park.
It takes a lot of practice,
Dude,
guys.
I mean,
I've
Brad,
been working long and hard.
BVK sitting 3 and 4.
We're sitting 3 and 4. We are behind the 8 ball, so to speak.
What did you guys draft in the I forget the last draft where there were 2 guest drafters? I forget what positions
I
you guys
don't-
drafted from. I know you came in first and second.
Yeah, he got
That
first, second,
was it went.
I feel
it
like
went-
Maddie had third.
It went Matt, me,
Oh, no.
P-Man,
I had
Scotch.
fourth. I had
So
a
it's
wrap.
second
Okay.
and fourth. But I do want to say it real quick, just on that note, in 4-person drafts this year, there's been 16 4-person drafts. Pick 1 and pick 2 have each won 6 times. Pick 3 and pick 4 have each won 2 times.
So we have our work cut out for
Odds
us.
are stacked against us, folks.
Oh, I'm gonna ruin this. As I said, it was a last minute thing I had to put together, and I'm gonna
I'm
pick.
feeling
love
so
all
much
the
pressure for
excuses
the
coming
very,
out.
very
So
first
many-
pick.
Hey, we got to put a little pressure on them. Like
I
make
know.
them think this is like they've got it in the bag.
I'm gonna
That's
pick
what I'm
my
trying to do
team.
right
I don't.
now.
I don't think I have it in the bag. I'm just so overcome with excitement. I feel I might implode.
I'm very
All right.
curious to see what 1 of 1 is here. I'm curious.
I feel pretty confidently.
Okay.
Is your fanny fluttering?
So
that was the
My
most-
fanny is so fluttered. R.I.P. Zach in his mini league somewhere, wherever he is.
yeah, crochet.
That was the most
stitches.
confident in 1 of 1 ever. You're like, I feel confident.
Well, then he said fanny fluttered, and I got distracted.
All right, so you do get the first pick, Kendra. So you whatever one was fluttering your fanny the most
Oh, my fanny has been fluttered.
is just
Okay.
that's the one you get to take.
So so we didn't really talk about. There's no caveat. It's just female duos.
So
in
duos,
film.
and it seems to insist that it's twos
Yeah.
One thing that
What
I
duo
thought
means.
was
From the
very
from the Latin for deuce.
is I was glad that this was duos because it definitely made it harder because
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of triples out there.
Yeah.
And
And
there's
gr-
a
and
lot
groups.
of like foursomes.
Yep.
Yep.
And like the duo really makes it shut up. The duo really makes it you have to
You have to think a little more about it.
For,
You gotta
You have
use
to
your
narrow it
noggin.
down a little bit more.
yeah, exactly.
But I think that for my first pick,
Yes.
You just got
Are
in
you-
her head.
no, I'm going
Are
to do
you-
it. I'm
are you
not going to
sure?
use my noggin too much. And I'm going to go with what I think is just the most magical and obvious first pick, which is two beautiful ladies driving themselves off a cliff in Thelma and Louise.
Yep. That's what I had at 1-on-1 for sure.
It's the first thing I wrote down on my list.
Yeah. When you're thinking of duos and their name is the movie,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
that you can't
half
go-
the battle right
Yeah.
there.
We were just at last call before we came over here, and we were talking to some locals that come to last call all the time. And when we mentioned the draft, first thing out of the mouths was, "Oh, you mean like Thelma and Louise?" So
Right.
I think that's what just is most memorable. It comes to people's minds.
Yes.
But why the car have to go over the cliff, Just throw yourselves if you're going to do it.
You know, at least Brad Pitt's safe. Like Brad
Yeah.
Pitt in his
Or why not
perfect
end it like
era is safe.
just go to black right before, like when they're getting close to the cliff, like go to black and then just like leave it to
because
be
then
open.
it would be like The Sopranos and everyone would be mad.
You think so?
Yes,
Okay.
maybe.
All right. Walter, you're number 2.
Oh,
Nice,
man.
nice start.
This is going to be. So I know who the judge is, and so some of my picks I think are not going to play well there. I'm going to save those to the end. In true, Zach's
pander or not to pander?
Zach's not here, but in true Zach fashion, I'm going to do my best to throw the draft. But we're going to wait till later.
in the first round?
No, we're going to wait till
I love
later
it.
to do that.
Okay.
We're going to wait till later to do that. So looking over my list here, there's a lot that I think could work really well. But I think for my first pick, I'm going to go with Cher and Dion from Clueless, Alicia Silverstone, Stacey Dash.
Oh, you asshole.
I think that's just a great duo there. And I know there's a few other
is a
people
great
in their
duo.
friendly group there, but they're the
Right.
two main stars of the high school, and that's where I'm going.
One of my favorite scenes in just about any movie ever is when Dion's trying to learn to drive. Or no, it's Dion, right?
Yeah,
And she's
yeah,
trying to go on the
yeah.
freeway, and I think of his name as Turk from from Scrubs.
Scrubs.
But when Donald Faison's
Yeah.
like just trying to just screaming at her, and then they had their little makeup session where they
And
give
they're
each
like
other
making
hugs.
out.
Well,
Yeah.
well, she lost her virginity after that, right?
Yeah,
'Cause-
she said
yeah.
like Dion's virginity went from questionable to non-existent.
after
Yeah.
life
Through
altering
a
event.
very emotional moment. So-
Yeah.
and he was there for her.
Yeah, that is definitely a personal favorite of mine. I wasn't sure how I don't. Here's the thing, your wife is amazing. She's awesome, but we really haven't spent a ton of time together, so I really have no idea how to pander to her. But
All right.
this is going to be very interesting. But that could have been great. Maybe she loves that movie. Who knows? I don't. Because I don't know.
Well, good luck.
I think-
I will say, regardless of what her feelings are, I was wanting to pick that. I was hoping to get that
Yeah.
with the 4th pick.
okay. Well, you got the 3rd pick.
Oh, shit. I am the 3rd pick. Shit, you stole it right in front of me? I thought I was going to be getting into the 4th pick, and I had the rabbit. Oh, my Lord. I am confused here. I forgot that I hit 4 dingers.
Nope.
I slapped 2 dongs and ended up with 4
Well,
dingers.
Rounded third.
Our 2 additional dongs. For
I
this
legit
one.
looked up like silly names for home runs. I mean, I knew most of them, but I was trying to find like just I wanted all the terminology in there, so that's what we were going for. Now I feel like there's one I'm going to go here, and I don't want ever to like reveal myself in this.
But you're gonna.
You always kind of reveal yourself.
I know, and I'm not trying to, but I feel it's like legit one of the best duos.
Is it going to be animated? Is it animated?
Oh, 100%.
I know it.
I feel like I know what it is.
but
Let's
you
see
guys
what it
know
is.
this is not a bad first round pick.
It's not. I know what it is though.
Anna and Elsa.
Yeah.
From Frozen. I mean, they made 2 movies about these girls. They love each other. They care about each other. And they're a dynamic duo.
So I specifically looked for animated Disney female duos just to prep for that part of the draft. And they were the number one.
Well,
thing.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
There's
Running
not
Away.
a higher one than that.
Running Away.
That what was going to be my next pick if you somehow didn't pick it.
Well, that's good.
So yeah. That
So
was
I felt
excellent.
it was the right. And from this point on the draft, I feel like it's going to be just shot.
Oh, I'm so excited.
There we go.
So this is definitely not my wheelhouse as far as most of these movies that are on my list I have not seen.
Zach is. You said you were calling me Zach.
You just called me Zach.
Scotch is wearing I had a Strange Brew shirt on last week, and this week he does have a Strange Brew shirt on, and it's a jelly.
It's a jelly.
I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So
Flat circle time. Love you.
I'm going to also go animated,
Oh boy.
and we're talking memorable duos. I'm going to go with the evil stepsisters, Drizella and Anastasia from Cinderella,
Oh, dang. Look at you.
because I mean,
Look at you.
those are some bitches
Those are some bitches.
and very
Now-
memorable.
Did you see the live action Cinderella?
Which one?
Why would I?
I'm sorry, the Disney remake Cinderella.
Well, for me, the live action Cinderella that lives on the top shelf of any home is Brandy's.
Brandy's version. Yep.
So that is what I mean.
That's
The
true.
stepsisters in
that.
that one, they're wild.
I saw that on a few lists, and I didn't even think to write it down, though. I mean,
I
I
mean,
didn't
I'm just gonna
wanna
put
pick
Cinderella and just leave it be. We don't need to specify which movie
No,
it
it's
is.
the
I think
Stepsisters,
it's just
No,
I think
Cinderella.
that works.
It doesn't need to be specified.
when you think of evil stepsisters,
those are for
Oh,
sure.
trust
does-
me,
yeah.
my wife's well versed in all of
Yeah.
the Cinderella stories, so she's
Okay.
good with this.
and I did call in an assist. My wonderful girlfriend Annika. I definitely had her help me out because I had no idea on most of these. But when I think back to a film that I did not see, but know was very important and very popular, and the relationship between these girls throughout the film was very important. I'm going with Hillary and Cece from Beaches.
Oh, you rat bastard.
And I knew that was going to piss
That
me off.
is a good one.
That's probably my next pick.
That was my
Oh,
next
it can't be.
Yeah, it can't be.
Now it can't be. So
I might still just take it.
I'm gonna.
Have we done that before? Did we
haven't done-
establish in the rules that you can't just
We haven't
draft one that's already been drafted before?
we never said we couldn't.
Yeah, I mean,
So do it.
That's what's going to happen.
I saw that on a lot of lists for
Of course,
God, that movie.
it didn't work out very well when I drafted another version of
the DeLorean.
The DeLorean. So I wouldn't suggest picking them again. Like I picked the younger Hillary and Cece from Beaches. When it
You
was,
just pick the older one.
you picked Barbara Hershey and what's her When
Bette
Beneath My
Midler.
Wings. Thank you.
I want
wings,
the
wing
when they're
lady.
little girls at the boardwalk.
Oh, it's Mayim Bialik,
Yeah,
right?
like, yeah,
Mayim, I don't know what's her name.
Blossom.
Yes, it's Blossom.
Whoa.
Oh shit!
All right,
That
Bradley.
was
Damn it!
That was a stellar
Second
pick,
pick, who is
sir.
it?
A stellar pick.
I actually wasn't mad when I got the rap on this because I had a feeling that at least because my top four, one of them wasn't grabbed, so I was excited.
As much as I'm pissed, I mean, that's 2 picks that have been stolen right in front of my face.
Yeah,
I also have to root for you. You know this.
I know. I'm kind of rooting for you.
Okay. Well, let me not fuck this up then. But I'm really not ready because I'm just like
I love your
looking
first
at
pick, so.
what we've got here.
It gets a little wild at this point.
I mean, maybe
A little bit.
maybe. And you know, there's some that you feel like, is it a reach? Is it not a reach? Like, what are we talking?
That's
here?
what I mean. It's like right now I think it's hard to say for sure that these are second rounders. Like second and third round kind of meld to me.
All right, I'm gonna put one in my pocket because I think I can get this later. So I'm gonna go with one that I think might get taken before it gets back to me.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
I know, look at that. And I think this is a solid because I think it's memorable. When we're talking about memorable, It's not just going to be. I think most people, when you say these two names, they're like, "Oh yeah, I remember that."
This is your wife's favorite movie.
No. Like I don't believe I ever saw this with her for sure.
Okay.
I'm going to take the creators of Post-its, Romeo and Michelle.
Good call. That's good. Yep.
That's the problem with the number one pick is you've got 7 more picks before you get to do
I
it.
understand the
But
basic
it
logistics.
does win. It still
just
does
makes
win.
me angry.
Most of the time,
time.
and second pick wins most of the time. Let's not forget this, folks.
I'm not defeated. I am just flustered.
Yeah.
No,
That's
just kidding.
well done, dude.
That was solid. Solid.
Again, another pick that is named. The movie is named that, so you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, if you got both,
and it's so good.
And it is a very
It's
funny
hilarious.
movie. It is really like it was one of those movies where
Greatly
it seemed,
casted.
It seemed like I'm like, okay, is this gonna be that funny? And I watched, I was like, holy fuck, this was actually a really good movie. This was actually really enjoyable. So
Okay, Walter.
Okay. All right. This is
loved your first pick, obviously.
This is tough. This is tough here because I've got picks I want to make just to make them, and I've got picks that I think are better picks. There's movies I've not seen. There's movies I have seen. All right, so I'm going to go with a movie that I really like, and that's how I'm going to do this second pick. It's going to be Becca and Fat Amy from Pitch Perfect. I'm going to pick them as the duo. I know it's a whole group, but I think they're the two main focuses of the group. They're the two best friends, or that they become best friends. And that might be a horrible pick, but that's what I'm going to go with.
Well, in my research, like looking up, somehow it was leading to like female groups, and of course the Bard and Bellas were like part of it,
right?
But it seems like they're the two specific ones. That's what's her name?
It's Anna Kendrick and
Rebel
Wilson.
Rebel Wilson. There you go. Yeah. So that's that they always are the ones when I think of Pitch Perfect, which I have not seen. Those are the ones that stand out to me.
I haven't seen any.
It's them and Brittany Snow because she's hot, but besides that,
Nate would approve of that pick for sure.
It's a good.
Nate is applauding in heaven.
Yeah. I didn't kill
His grave.
All right, so Kendra, you have 2 picks in a row.
I know. I think I know what I'm going to do, but I'm just gazing. So for my first one, I'm going to go with something that will probably potentially not be on any of your radars, but will definitely be, I'm assuming / hoping, on Melissa's radar, is one of the movies that I think is just a cult classic in any household of a lady that just loves herself a little witchcraft, and I'm going to say Sally and Jillian from Practical Magic.
I had that one on my list there. I've never seen Practical Magic all the way through.
That's wild.
But it's Sandra Bullock and
Nicole
Kidman. Mm-hmm. Okay,
it's phenomenal. It's sisters and all kinds of
it's funny
crazy.
because a few witchcraft movies popped in my brain, but they're all for like The Craft.
Yeah.
And Witches of Eastwick. Like there's like 3 of them, and so I didn't think of that one. Mm-hmm. Well, I've never seen it, so that also. So it was off my radar.
It's so good. And just as a statement, phenomenal soundtrack. Just if anyone's interested, it's got a great soundtrack.
So Blink 182.
No, lots of Fleetwood Mac and like.
I'm more interested now in the movie than I ever was.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's got some Fleetwood Mac, some Joni Mitchell. It's pretty.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pretty great.
There you go.
Oh gosh. Okay. For the wraparound.
I love that Kendra's just throwing up the female empowerment flag. She's just like, look at me.
Oh yeah, I'm here for it. For the wraparound.
Now, no pressure. You don't get any more picks for a long time. So
That's okay.
So make it good.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to make it good.
If you mess up this pick, it's really going to struggle.
I feel
It's gonna
pretty
be a bad
confident
draft.
with what I'm going to do. So for my next pick, I'm going to, I don't know if disappoint is the right word or confuse one of your other judges since he's so proudly proclaimed that he hasn't seen this movie. But I'm going to go with Iggy and Ruth from Fried Green Tomatoes.
Son of a gun. That was going to be my next pick if it.
Oh,
got
but
to.
it wasn't. No, I love it. I love their relationship in that. And I mean, it very much mirrors kind of Beaches if you've seen it. But it's 2 women sort of paving their own road. I mean, Ruth's husband is crazy, and they cook him at a bake-off, and Iggy doesn't ever tell anybody. And here we are.
The crazy thing is, I actually have seen Fried Green Tomatoes in the theater.
Oh,
But I don't remember a single thing about it.
I love that movie so
saw
much.
it in the theater, never
Yeah.
saw it again.
Yeah.
But and I have a feeling that the judge is going to like that pick.
Well, considering that she was like, "Oh, the barbecue scene from Fried Green Tomatoes." That's a nice. Hey, that's a beautiful pander as
Great
well
pander.
as good pick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it's the right pick, though.
Thank you.
Walter,
All right. So this is where I remember when I said I was going to throw the draft because I just wanted to take picks that I wanted. This is where that's going to
I have
happen.
an idea. what
Jay
you're
and
gonna
Silent Bob.
do. They're not female, but I mean,
The scene
I
in
did
the
watch
driveway
Clerks 2 today.
the scene in the drive-through
good.
Yeah.
where he's doing the dance.
Yeah.
He's a Tucker.
When you
So
when
I
you
have a pick I'm not going to take because I don't think anyone will, and I want to mention it also Rand's, and I don't think anyone will take it because of a technicality. So the pick I'm going to take with my third pick, we said duos. It doesn't necessarily mean friends. It doesn't necessarily mean allies.
No.
It doesn't mean compadres. It just means a duo, a memorable female duo.
Okay.
How about the Bride and Oren Ishii in Kill Bill as adversaries? Very memorable, right? So that's
like
going to be
it.
my pick. And I think Zach would like that pick.
I think Zach would love that.
And I'm standing in for Zach now, I've decided. So name a more memorable duo in an action movie, a more memorable female duo in an action movie.
Oh, I'll think.
Dude, they like finish each other's sentences at that, like when like they were like
That's
first
right.
meeting, like, and they're out in the snow.
Silly rabbit.
Chicks are for
I tried to make you do it. You didn't finish it.
So
bad.
there we go. And that's probably where I get fourth place.
That.
Kendra, I will say you're on your own here.
Me?
Good luck.
It's fine.
No, all
I'm
right.
strong.
I like the
I
pick.
really
I do.
thought, Walter, I thought you were about to steal my next pick, and it made me a little nervous because I was like, "Are you really going to steal my next pick?" And if I didn't put it on my list, I'm going to be insane. Wait, oh, there it is. Okay, because you started to mention like they don't have to like each other. They don't have to be friends necessarily. I'm going to take Andy and Miranda from The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, see, that's on my list too. As a sneaky pick, I thought would be a good one, and I didn't take it. That was on my list too.
Now,
Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway.
I will go on record saying that I'm pretty sure my wife likes this movie, but
It's a good movie.
I like the ideal of a duo that like are definitely like at odds with each
Yeah,
other.
and they kind of like she's kind of Meryl Streep's kind of proud of her at the end, right? And it kind of comes around. But,
they come
ends
to an
up-
understanding,
Yeah,
I'd
right.
say.
yeah.
But
No, that was on my
but
list.
Meryl Streep's also a psycho bitch.
Yes, that was on my list. I don't know if it was on either of their lists.
I tried to find
But-
like evil duos, and I had a really hard time finding that.
Right.
But I wanted to find like bad female duos, but I couldn't think of anything.
I did, and I picked them first. Evil stepsisters.
I guess that's true.
But no, but they're
I
like
guess that's true.
okay, yeah, that's
Well,
true.
you know.
Yeah, they're bad. No, they bad.
Okay.
All right, Scott, you get your last two picks
My
here
last two picks.
to save BVK. I think we remember that blood oath we made that if we ever lose a draft to a guest judge that we would just end the pod.
What if we 3-4 it? Like they both beat us. I mean,
I don't want that pressure.
should we just end the show?
I think that's what that's what our blood oath said.
If we 3-4 it, then this show's done. I'll say it right now.
Okay.
Then I'm taking the belt. Just kidding.
I'm just saying. We got 3-4. Damn it. That was like, how many times did Zach say, if I lose, then I'm going to quit the show? So you can't put a lot of weight behind our threats.
I don't think you're
man.
serious.
So, okay. So
All right, Scotch.
my first pick, which would be my third pick, I'm going to go with a couple of really good friends, and one of them has to try way too hard against these other bridesmaids. I'm going Annie and Lillian in the movie Bridesmaids.
Excellent choice. That was kind of a hard one because I looked at that too, because you could do a handful of different duos. You
Right.
could also do
Reno 911 and Kimmy Schmidt. I don't remember the actresses' names, unfortunately, but they're a good pair on that. When they're on the
the
airplane.
blonde,
Oh,
the
and-
blonde.
yeah.
The blonde and Aaron from The Office. Like
Yeah.
they play
Right.
very well together.
Yeah, I went because they were, they're
the main
the
ones.
lifelong friends.
No,
Yeah,
that's
friends.
definitely it. That's
So-
definitely
There's
big
the
one.
relationship that repairs in the end.
Right.
Yeah, that's the right one from that movie.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a few
definitely
different
the
ones.
right one.
Yeah. And then my last pick.
This is a good draft so far.
I know, I
I'm
am.
very intrigued looking at these picks.
I have not seen this film, and
That's fine.
Annika would kill me if I didn't pick this right now. So this is for her. Shout out to my girl.
True love.
Emma and Liv are lifelong friends who get their wedding scheduled on the same day. Brad Wars.
Brad Wars.
And it all works out in the end and everything's good. But
I didn't even think of that one.
yeah,
That's a good.
I thought, yeah.
That's a fun movie.
yeah. So Emma and Liv from Brad Wars.
What are the actresses?
I
there?
hate to be a spoiler, but
Don't remember.
I do not believe my wife has seen that movie.
Well,
But she also watches movies, you know.
It's Kate
There's-
Hudson and Anna Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
Hathaway. Why did I say it like
Hathaway.
Hathaway?
That's how I pronounce it.
Oh, thank you.
So
That's how you want to end your draft. Huh?
that's how I want to end it.
Okay.
I'm very happy with all 4 of my picks.
You know what? She's probably seen Bride's Wars. Like her and my daughter watch like all
Right.
a lot of. I don't want to say girly because that just sounds mean, but like they watch a lot of those types of movies.
Right. I don't.
I mean, I'm sure I could look through all the dumbass Hallmark Christmas movies, and probably there's like a duo of girls that I could probably pick, and my wife would just like be like, "Oh my God, how did you know that?" But I'm not going to do that because that's not who I am.
So just for fun, I go 1, 2, 3. I've seen 3 movies so far drafted in this.
On the whole board.
Oh boy,
On the whole board. I've seen 3.
I love that for us. I love that for us.
So there's like 3 picks here that I'm not going to make because one was suggested by my daughter at the dinner table, I think this evening.
Collusion.
Definitely not taking that.
I like your honesty.
No, yeah. And then there's one
Dumb.
that I could pick.
We have a reputation to uphold here, buddy.
There's one I would pick because it would be so mean because my wife would love it, but she would also hate the fact that she knows I picked it. So I'm not going to do that. I'm hoping one of you guys pick it because it would be awesome. But my pick here, and it's funny because I thought like I have like 3 picks I want to make here. And there's one I do like. And I don't necessarily like this version, but I'm going to go with it, even though I like the old school version.
Do it.
I'm going to go with Annie and Hallie,
Yes.
The Parent Trap.
I was going to take them with my last pick if you did not take them there.
I didn't even think
Yeah.
about the Parent Trap.
Yeah. I love that pick.
I love the OG Parent Trap.
I love the OG too. I'm not a big fan of the what's her name?
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan version. It's not my jam.
But you want to know how much of a problem I have? Have you seen all 4 of them? Because there's actually 4 of the OG Parent Traps.
Oh boy.
So there's the first 2 that have. Tell me what her name is.
Shit. What is her
Yep.
name? Oh
Shit
my lord.
is definitely it.
It's
Great
not
pod. It's
shit.
a great movie
No.
pod.
What's her name?
Look at me.
He just said he's seen 3 of the movies on the list so far. There have been 14 picks.
and we're
maybe.
still-
Haley?
at 3.
Is Haley a name in it?
Yes, it's
I think that's the last name.
Haley Joel
Haley
Osment?
Mills.
Haley
Yes.
Mills. So the first 2 are Haley Mills as the twins, and
Right.
the 3rd and the 4th are her married to a dude that has triplets, and they're real triplets. Like it's 3 different
That's wild.
things. And I am the weirdo that likes the crappy sequels often. So like Parent Trap 3 and 4 are my jam.
Okay. So it was Susan and Sharon in the original
Susan
Parent
and Sharon.
Trap.
Yep. And it's Susan. Yeah. Anyways,
And
it
I
doesn't
decided
matter what
not to
I'm
go
about say.
old school because I think my wife knows I like the old school one. So I'll go with the Lindsay Lohan lesser version.
That's a good. I think that's a good pick. I don't know if. So I would have picked it.
I had it
Yeah.
written down.
I would have picked it. I thought it was a little sneaky pick because it's one actress but playing two roles. And so since you took that, I'm definitely not gonna. I'm probably not gonna earn any favor with the judge with this last pick, but I really want to take it. We're talking memorable female duos.
You are.
All right, from 11-year-old Walter from the 1998 classic
Oh, I know what this is.
Kelly and Susie in Wild Things.
I knew it.
Denise Richards and Nev Campbell. You want to say memorable? Yeah, I don't think I've seen that movie since I was 11, and I can still remember that scene.
All you gotta
Shot
do is
for
that
close
movie has
your
come
eyes,
up on
baby.
BVK. That movie has
Yeah.
come up on BVK many a times, and that is a duo.
Walter, if I was judging this, that right there would have
Boner points.
Probably boner pointed you to the top, buddy. For sure.
all the boner points you could handle.
Wow.
What's happening to the table right now? It's a little lopsided.
So I figured no one else was
down.
going to grab that one.
That is beautiful.
I've seen 4 movies now.
Well, yeah,
is
I thought
awesome.
memorable.
And I've seen one of them multiple times.
I said, where could I go that was memorable? And that was definitely memorable for a little 11-year-old Walter there. So
I hope the judge scores that well based on just not expecting it or something. I don't know.
Oh, it's not. Okay,
That's wild.
I do want to say this. I came home from work today, and when I walked in the house,
your wife was watching Wild Things?
No. my daughter was watching Wild. No, I'm just sorry. No, my daughter. She immediately says, "Don't come over here by mom." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "She's taking notes." So she told me to stay away. There was things being written down that I could not see. So I don't know what she's got in store for us. But there was definitely some planning.
I do know she's a listener. She listens to the show. She knows what happens.
She's kind of a forced listener. I mean, she's riding in the car and I put it on and she's like, I slap her hand every time she tries to change it. So yeah, I mean that's the way it goes.
I tried to be nice.
No, it's forced.
Bless her.
All right, Kendra, you've got your final pick here.
I know.
You've got a great team going.
I kind of think I know. So my gut is telling me to make this decision, and my brain is telling me that it's a little bit reckless, but I think I'm still going to do it. I'm going to go with 2 ladies who I don't think you would necessarily call friends.
Okay.
But extraordinarily memorable. And I think this might up your movie thing, but maybe not.
Okay.
But I'm going to go with Madeline and Helen from Death Becomes Her, which are just a crazy duo fighting over Bruce Willis, taking Gonna Live Forever elixir and falling apart due to shotgun bullets and falling down.
There was a cannon involved, right? Didn't she get a cannon through her belly?
No, it's a shotgun.
Yeah, shotgun through the belly.
That's what it was. I
Goldie
like
Hawn
that movie.
and
Yeah, I'm going to go with Death Becomes
it's
Her.
Goldie Hawn and
Susan Sarandon?
It's Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. Yeah.
Yeah, I just all I know is that this poster is
a hole in her.
She's
Yeah.
holding the candelabra through the hole. And
Yeah.
her-
It
Yeah.
was amazing, like promotion of that
for
movie
sure.
because it made it seem
Well, the
super
special-
cool. And
It's
the
one of my
CGI
favorites.
was badass.
The CGI back in the day was
Yeah.
crazy,
Because there's a point where Meryl Streep gets tossed down the stairs
and her head's back.
Yeah,
and
she's
her
all-
head's
yeah.
backwards.
Thumps a bunch of times.
And Isabella Rossellini,
okay.
total smoke show through the whole
back in
thing.
day.
There we go. Wow, I'm excited to talk about also rans
Me
because there's
too.
a few like I didn't
There's
get to
definitely
pick that
a
I'm
few.
like, oh man, I think I should have pulled the trigger, but
Yeah.
I have 6 on my list I didn't get picked, so I'm
boy.
excited to talk about.
Yeah.
this was a
Nobody wore the T-shirt either.
no T-shirts,
Yeah.
and
Well,
I
but
think
what
there could have
duo
been
do you
2.
pick?
There could have been.
Yeah.
You could have had Madonna and
Madonna and Rosie
I know.
O'Donnell,
Rosie
Gina
or-
Davis. And
It's a
Kit
little
Belly.
Kit and Dottie.
wild. No one picked the movie, I suppose.
Steve Martin was a prop comic.
Well, the
Like the
the League of Their Own.
yeah.
the T-shirt. That's what we were talking about.
Oh,
we
yes,
just missed
yes,
that.
yes, yes. Sorry, I was very deep into my.
You were looking at your
I was very
also-rans. You're
deep
like,
into
shit,
my
I got a lot
also-rans.
of those. Yeah.
We're not to also-rans yet. We got to
Also,
No, I-
we
yes.
will get to this.
Yes.
So, holy shit. Well, yeah.
Cheers, friends.
My wife is going to come in here and
May the best
I'll tell you
woman
what,
win.
I am nervous because she was in the first spot and she
I
did
think
pretty
I
well.
did. I think I did okay, guys.
I look at this entire draft. I'm like, my first thing is like, which one's she going to think me? And I'm like, I really.
So you think if she thinks there's a team that's you think that's going to hurt you?
Oh yes. Yes, that's why.
That's fantastic.
But I also feel like I kind of like almost. I don't know.
I think the only pick that gives you away is Elsa and Anna, but it's a great pick.
Right.
Well, we
We'll see.
shall see.
We shall see.
So, folks, we will be right back with our judge in a very tense situation here with a great draft. I think that was an enjoyable draft. So,
And according to what I said, this could be the last draft ever.
I know, gosh, a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure here. All right, folks, we'll see you in a second.
Face it, dating sucked in your 20s, gets worse in your 30s, and your 40s, forget it.
It's a cesspool out there, and we're your flotation device.
Join us weekly for saucy chat, ridiculous love gurus,
And MILF-worthy fun to spice up your life.
the MILF and Me podcast. Every Wednesday on your favorite pod platform.
And the MILFandMePod.com.
The MILF and Me podcast.
Never sabermetrics, YouTube assist. Gonna point out all the shit that we missed. It's the draft judge, crushing dreams once again.
So dreamy.
If there's ever been a judge who really wants to crush some dreams, I know who this person is. And I happen to be married to them for the last 19 plus years.
At least you got that right.
Yes, I don't know how many years.
What is
Good
up,
job.
Melissa?
Hey, boo.
How you doing? Yeah, she had mentioned earlier, because, Scotch and I, 2 out of the last 3 drafts, we've been trying to defend BVK's honor from all these guest judges who were like, we're going to kill you guys. We're going to denominate. We're going to go ahead and finish first.
Will
Denominate?
denominate.
Denominate. We're going to be those denominators that you guys
Not
have been.
enumerating.
Yeah. And you know what? None of us succeeded.
I know. So far.
But
Yet.
we have a judge here who actually is like, you know what? I kind of hope you lose.
Yeah, I think she specifically wants to know which teams we are, and so she can put us.
I tried to send her all my juju.
I know.
We
I know.
synced
There's
up.
a lot of
There's a lot of
yeah.
fucking shenanigans afoot.
You also have the best ever guest drafter on today, too.
That is true. We do have a guy,
Kendra?
somebody who's
I agree.
improved. Every draft they've been on, they have improved.
Only place to go
Until
next is first.
This one.
So it's going to be a fun one, and I'm excited to see what the result is. So, welcome, Melissa. You are a judge tonight for the most memorable female duos.
It's 2 women.
Thank you.
In case you weren't sure, I sent you a list, 4 teams, 4 picks, and you examined that list. Initial thoughts. What did you see when you looked over this list?
Well, I'll say first off, I think you guys created a really tough category for yourselves with duos, limiting yourselves to 2.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what your experience has been, Kendra, but mine with female friends is that we tend to run in packs.
Yes.
We have a crew.
It's like a feral tribe.
Exactly. And so the whole duo thing was a little bit rough.
So you're saying with the Rockford Peaches, we should have went like group or
Probably should have limited it to 2 women. Yeah. No, I do think that some of the picks were technically part of an ensemble, so I wasn't quite sure how to feel about that. One of the things I did not do was try and figure out whose team was whose, even though I was really, really looking forward to picking a non-BVK drafter as the winner. I did not in any way try to divine who had drafted which team.
So now going into this, did you come up with some sort of criterias or categories or things? And
So basically what I tried to do was just look at each round. It's basically a golf scoring system. So
my brother would be very proud.
now I need him here to say idiots a couple times too. So my favorite pick is going to get a 1.
Okay.
And I tried to do 1 through 4 for each round, but some of them I just couldn't do that. So I had a couple of extra categories just in case I needed some tiebreakers.
Okay.
And I kind of did a couple of times. I didn't use all of my categories, but
She does have a notebook, folks. We're looking at a notebook,
yep.
and like I said, I
It's
mentioned
a
this
really cute notebook, too.
you.
Just so you know, I really like the stripe.
It's like 20 years old, I'm pretty sure, because I still have notes from like my first year of work in here. So
Oh, that's so cute.
You guys are like besties. Oh my god.
I feel good vibes about that. I love that.
I mentioned though that she had a notebook. My daughter told me to stay away and not, and I did. And there's the notebook. There's some questions.
I feel so much tension in this room, you guys.
It's like the Ark of the Covenant.
I'm concerned. I really am.
So, one thing I was really concerned about was the blacklist. I feel like there are some drafts where people just didn't watch the movies; they looked at the lists, and so if I saw anything that I felt was just off the list, that was going to be a ding. That was going to be a negative. So, not knowing who drafted what team, I didn't really apply that one. Another one that I had was bitches get shit done. That was a point that I definitely applied to break a tie that I needed to. So
And what would that consist of? Like the ones that actually accomplish something?
that's part of it, absolutely. And not just going with like the touchy-feely happy girlfriends that may have been the first female duos to come to mind. But I don't know. I was pretty happy with most of these picks. I think that if you really wanted to draft the female friends from the rom-coms, then you had the wrong judge. That was really Nate's wheelhouse and not mine. And then the final one was the Bechdel failures. If you don't know the Bechdel test, look it up because I'm not going to do a very good job of explaining it. But basically, there are very few films where you actually have two female characters who are having a conversation, and it's not about another male character. So if we had a duo on here that was maybe memorable, but all they did was talk about the men in the movies, then I was going to ding for that one as well.
Interesting.
Jeez. Wow. Vicious judge here. My Lord.
Could we please notice they all start with a B as well?
Wow.
We have the blacklist, the bitches get shit done, and the Bechdel failures.
I mean,
I learned
Exactly.
I learned triple B's are bad from The Big Short.
Oh, yeah. You don't want those triple B stocks.
my last name's Beck. That could be bad.
Oh, no.
I feel stressed.
Bad.
Are you?
I feel stressed.
I have no idea where this is going now, actually. I have no clue. That didn't help, and this is going to be very interesting. All I know is I'm nervous. I mean, I am.
I feel nervous. I feel nervous.
So
my anxiety's rising.
I feel good about the Bechdel category, but I could be proven wrong here. We'll see.
Did you make it into scores? So they have point scores.
They do, but again, golf
You're going
scoring
for
system.
lower scores.
Yes.
Okay, so without saying any teams, we would
Right.
like you to go ahead and start from the top, the highest scoring team, down to the lowest winning scoring team without mentioning team names. What are our
Okay.
scores?
So it was fairly tight at the top. Our last place team finished with 13 points.
Okay.
Then we had 9, 8, and 7.
Wow.
13, 9, 8, 7. So damn, it was close.
Okay.
Like towards the
7 is my lucky number.
The top,
Hey.
the
Just
top
to throw
three
it
is
out
really
there.
close.
Yeah.
Damn.
Whoever
It's
came in
very
fourth place. Ouch.
well, I know
Sorry.
this is interesting. So
Sorry, not sorry.
I feel so stressed out.
okay, do you feel like you're ready to crush some dreams?
I mean, I have a notebook, so
She has a notebook, people.
A notebook. That's
All
a
right.
book with notes in it.
Fourth
Brad.
place.
she has
One book.
the book
lots of notes.
with notes.
Fourth place with 13 points.
That would be team 4.
Team 4, that's Drizella and Anastasia from Cinderella, Cece and Hillary from Beaches, Annie and Lillian from The Bridesmaids, and Emma and Liv Bride Wars.
So I had Drizella and Anastasia on my list as a fellow Disney fan. I think they're definitely memorable. I'm surprised they went in the first round.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Which Cinderella do you think of, though, when you think of those two?
the original.
Yeah.
The animated.
The cartoon?
animated,
That's what I was going
absolutely.
with,
Yeah. I mean, those stepsisters, they're a pair, so they have that going for them, but I don't know that they're a first round pick. Annie and Lillian for Bridesmaids, that was one of them that I thought that's an ensemble cast.
Right.
It's a group of women together. I don't necessarily know that duo is super memorable. And then unfortunately, I have never seen Bride Wars. Sorry, I did have to YouTube assist that one, which this is a really tough category to YouTube
Right.
assist.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I chuckled at the trailer. I thought that was
yeah.
maybe a fun one. I still don't know that I would necessarily watch it.
Annika
or-
picked it for me, so I'll blame her.
Sorry, Annika.
I will say, Annie and Lillian, I mean, I think of you, and you have like a group of friends, but I always feel like you would consider yourself to be like tighter with one of your friends.
It's possible. We've never shit in the street together, though. Yet. Yeah, yet. Thank you. Excellent point.
I will say this right off the bat. I went into this thing having fucking zero idea about any of these movies. I think I said I saw 4 of these films.
We got to the second to last pick. He goes, "Oh yeah, it's the fourth one I've seen."
Yeah.
After 15 picks were made.
So I honestly, whatever. I really don't.
We skipped over Cece and Hillary Beaches. That's like the emotional, just like
I love
heart
that movie.
tearjerker. Come on now.
Then you speak from experience, right?
I've seen that movie.
Have you?
I have
Yes.
seen that movie and I love that movie.
All
Scott
right.
hasn't.
I have not
Over
seen
the
it.
shoulder boulder holder.
Props
I
to all
love
of you
that
on
movie.
that one, then.
Really?
I have not.
Anyway,
You've never
you've
seen
never
Beaches?
seen Beaches?
I really haven't.
It's so
my.
sad.
Oh,
It's
geez.
sad.
all right.
Well, I had no clue where to go, and I picked, and
Picked
that's
off
what
the
happened.
list.
You go to the grenadine shelf, right?
Brad,
The last time we had 2 guest judges, we were like, what if one of us finishes 4th? And we were immediately like, oh my God, like this is like nerve wracking.
yeah, and
Thanks a bunch, man.
I did say if you're the next team picked, the podcast is over.
yeah.
All the pressure's on you,
Beaches,
Brad.
Bridesmaids, Bride Wars, BBB. Lots of B's.
Triple B's are bad.
Did not work out well for you.
Did not.
Okay.
Sorry, Scotch. Still love you.
Okay. Now another B.
Now the next team's
Brad.
9, 8, and 7 points.
Yeah.
9, 8, and 7 points. So this is very close. Holy smokes. All right. I'm looking over here at these two folks.
I'm actually very shocked.
Now
I'm looking at these teams now, and I'm actually a little bit shocked that I lost to a particular team. But
okay.
Whatever.
All right.
I just don't want to come in third because then I've regressed.
I know.
So as long as I don't come in third.
But then you're like, it's like filling out a bingo card. You've like, I've done fourth, I've done second, I've done third. Then you can save your...
I'd rather just come in first instead.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens. So in third place, which team
9 points
finished with 9 points in third place?
My heart beat a little fast. I'm getting a little nervous with the pressure. So with 9 points, we have Team 3.
Team 3 includes Anna and Elsa from Frozen.
You just said it wrong, proving my point.
Anna and Elsa from
Thank you.
Frozen.
Anna, Elsa.
Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Andy and Miranda, The Devil Wears Prada. And Annie and Hallie, The Parent Trap.
It's been fun, everybody.
Nice
Scotch,
run, BVK.
you're the
The
worst.
Ramirez's have taken BVK.
I'm not surprised it took my wife to destroy this
I
podcast.
was.
I really
Sorry.
am not.
It's actually
I'm
it's on
Yoko.
brand. Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
I told you I was really hoping to award a guest drafter, but I honestly did not try and figure out who drafted what. So you don't know how to say Anna, first of all.
I said it just fucked up right there because I know that bugs you and my daughter.
It does.
Because I've seen
Your
that movie
daughter.
a billion times.
Yeah. No, that's a great pick. I love Anna and Elsa. I think they're super memorable.
That's a first round pick.
Honestly, Romy and Michelle going second. Like, I know it's like a prejudice, but the fact that it's in the title of the movie, I feel makes it slightly more memorable. Not that would have helped.
Wait, are you saying
it's a steal?
You're
You
saying it was a
gotta
good
It's
pick?
a steal, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Andy and Miranda, great movie, good pick. They're not exactly a duo. They don't do a lot together. And then
She works for her.
Annie and Hallie, you picked the wrong Parent Trap.
Oh, you got dinged for the movie choice.
It's
Oh my God.
Susan and Sharon.
Oh my God, he picked the Lindsay Lohan because he thought
picked
you would
the
like
Lindsay-
that more.
I love them both, but I'm sorry,
I thought
the
me
original.
picking Susan and Sharon would be like, oh, that's going to expose me because you know I like the old one better than I like the Lindsay Lohan bullshit.
I personally
What a time
like
to
the
be
old one.
In trying not to pander and reveal yourself, you
I
came in
tried
third.
not to pander myself and
Now,
I fucked up.
Here's a question though: If he'd picked the right Parent Trap,
Nah.
it wouldn't have helped.
I don't
Not enough.
think
Would it at least
it
maybe
would've
tied him with
helped
second and maybe a tiebreaker?
It's a possibility.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm just saying he picked the wrong one.
You fuck.
Now wait, you said you applied some bonuses here. Like which
Yeah, I didn't get
which
any
was the
bonuses.
tiebreaker?
So I had to break the tie between first and second.
Oh,
It was
okay.
extremely
Okay.
close.
This is insane.
It
Just
really
so we
was.
know, this, folks, we have done, I think this is episode 135, I believe.
I'm so stressed out.
And we have done, I think, 70-something drafts.
Right.
And this is the first time that a non-BVK member is going to win.
Not exactly true.
Shut up, Scotch.
Yeah,
You were
He
part of
wasn't
Am I
a
wrong?
member then.
Am I wrong?
A member.
Am I wrong?
Okay. So why are you trying to steal thunder of these folks that are sitting here next to
Why
you?
are you trying to take the Ramirez bang?
Because fuck you. That's why.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I got four. And so I'm
You
just
get
saying.
grenadine and no
Right.
opinions.
I wasn't officially on the show yet.
I do not see grenadine.
And I won the first two drafts I ever did. So
Is that Sprite and grenadine right now? You got a Shirley Temple going on?
I got Sprite going on because I'm fucking
Get some
hammered.
cherries.
All right. Okay.
Anyway, no.
All right, so we have a couple
So,
here.
I want to say I want her to win because I want, but I also
Don't-
want to
You can't
destroy
regress.
her team and me to win, so I come in.
You
first.
can't regress. That's a good
exactly.
thing. You
I
cannot
can't
regress at this
I'll
point.
at least come in second. I want her to win because it'll make her happy. I also want to win because I want to win. So we'll
I
see how
have a
this goes.
feeling.
I
my
don't
gosh.
want you to win.
Okay. Well, then I hope you come in second.
Okay, so
Okay.
we've got 8 points and 7 points, as close as can be.
with a tiebreaker.
With a tiebreaker, that's right.
Who is going to be getting collided into and then slowly dropping the ball out of their glove? Who dropped the ball? Please tell us right now.
I'm honestly trying so hard to figure out who is who. So the tiebreaker was the bitches get shit done, which both of these teams have,
Okay.
but one has harder than the other. So second place with 8 points is Team 1.
Team 1 includes Thelma and Louise from Thelma and Louise, Sally and Jillian, Practical Magic, Iggy and Ruth, Fried Green Tomatoes, and Madeline and Helen, Death Becomes Her.
So Thelma and Louise had to be 101. I think that's the first thing that you think of when you think female duos.
We all agreed on that. I think we all pretty much said that was the one of one.
I love Practical Magic too. I honestly think that the Ants are the better duo. I love Diane Weist, not sure how to say her name, and Stockard Channing. I love those two. Great movie though. Iggy and Ruth are definitely bitches who get shit done. They just got slightly edged out by another pick. And then I've never seen Death Becomes Her. I had to YouTube assist.
She's like a guvet.
I'm sorry.
She's like a
That's
gov.
okay. It was a super cool clip. Like their fight was amazing and everything, but I've never seen
It's a cool movie. It is. I like that movie a lot. It's a really good movie.
First
it doesn't
of
matter
all,
though, right?
can I just say that I'm shocked that this team won, but I'm actually very glad because I fucking love the Wild Things pick so much.
Wait. Let's still talk about Team One just for a second. I mean, we can't take the shine off of that. Like I thought you were the winner. Like I just was like, wait a second. Except
they're bangers.
Until she said something about like the romantical stuff. Like she was like, she said like, oh, if they're like the lovey-dovey story, like whatever you said.
Talking about guys.
And they just
I was like
the Brooklyn
Bechdel
test. I was like, I was a little nervous. I was like, okay, wait, maybe Team One's not going to win this. Yeah. And then I really did not think Team Two had a chance.
Best debut of a drafter though, right? Coming second place for the first ever draft, right?
After me,
best
of
debut.
course.
Gosh.
Just give me my fucking moment, you jackass. God damn.
Best female drafter so far.
There you go.
Right? How about that?
Why do you have to distinction? A drafter does not need to be male or female. They're all draftees, drafters.
You don't know what I have.
Best debut yet. Nice job, Kendra.
That is
Awesome.
the best
Thank
draft
you.
debut that we've ever had.
Thank you.
This is truth.
I will say, I said when I got to pick three, okay, this is where I'm just going to throw this and just.
He did.
I know who's judging, and I don't think that I'm gonna be able to pull this off.
We need to hang out more, Walter.
I think
that's
so,
what
yeah.
won it for you.
All right, Team Two. Let's get to this. Our first ever non-BVK draftee winning a draft. Sharon Dion, Clueless. Becca and Fat Amy, Pitch Perfect.
Part of a pretty big ensemble. Anyway,
Bride and Oren Ishii,
a lot
Kill
of
Bill.
ensemble there. A lot of
Kelly and Susie, Wild Things. I hope my wife YouTubed or whatever, X-videoed Wild Things.
I didn't. I thought of that actually when I was thinking of memorable female duos. That's pretty memorable.
So did 11-year-old Walter.
There was a good story involved. That was classic. All right, so
I'll have to be subjected
Sharon
to it
Dion.
later. Sharon Dion were
Part of a
definitely
great
on
trio.
was this your number one? So was Thelma and Louise your number one?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
100%. So
Sharon Dion, number two?
No, they were on my must-have list. I wouldn't say that they were number two.
But you said you were grading rounds though, so they
Yes,
got
I was grading rounds, absolutely.
and they got third in that round.
Yeah, Anna and Elsa would have gone before them.
Okay.
So, they definitely got dinged for Becca and Fat Amy as being part of an ensemble cast. But The Bride and Oren Ishii, that's what won it, absolutely. The fact that went till the third round, and like I said, got the bitches get shit done. Bonus point. The fact, too, thinking outside of the box, we're not looking at women who are necessarily working together, but as a duo, they're incredibly memorable. That fight scene is just... I want to watch that over and over again.
That's what I mentioned when I picked it. I said
You said you threw the draft when you picked it.
and I said because
You
we're going to
literally
go duos doesn't mean friends, doesn't mean
You said you're
people
channeling
working
your inner
together.
Zach.
I'm going to be Zach here, and I'm going to throw in a Swedish horror film that no one has ever heard of.
Wow.
And I know Kill Bill's got higher notoriety than that, but I was like, this is the opposite of what I think everyone else has picked so
He
far.
also had more basically excuses before the draft about how he wasn't going to win
covering
than
my
anybody.
bases.
Well, I will say, yeah, he that is true. That is true. But I mean, of the Tarantino films, Melissa and I have watched Kill Bill more than any of them by far.
Yeah.
We actually watched Kill Bill on DVD and then went straight to the theater to watch Kill Bill 2. Like that was
Yep.
that's an important movie for us.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorites. And then Wild Things, I mean, it's not up there for me, but in the fourth round, it was the highest pick. So
But
very
go.
memorable.
Absolutely.
and you have not. Have you seen this movie? Like, do you remember?
So, I mean, it was a really long time ago,
Because
right?
they're working together and like are like.
They're
Well, they-
working
Yes, they are.
together. Yeah.
I think they double crossed. One of them
Loosely
double crossed the other
speaking.
one.
Does one of them double cross the other at the end?
Well,
I haven't
yeah.
seen that in a long time, but I know
Hey,
that.
ask anyone about the movie Wild Things, and they're only going to talk about the scene where they're working together.
They work very well together.
Are they lifeguards in a swimming pool, something like that?
Something like that.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured.
That
Okay,
is insane.
holy
I
shit!
love it. I love it. I love it. That's great.
BVK history tonight, folks.
A lot of
I mean,
it.
I'll take
after
it.
2+ years, we are now in uncharted territories,
You are defeated.
and especially the fact that Scotch Beck said we're canceling the whole pod
Yeah,
now.
we're done. It's been fun. It's been a good one.
We may or may not be back together, but before we do that, we would have to go ahead and talk about the next category, also rans.
How the fuck could we miss that one? I just don't understand. It's our also ran. You idiots.
All right, folks. First off, we definitely have to go to our judge, who,
Yeah, what did we miss?
I'm feeling a little bitter. I'm feeling a little upset, but you know what?
Yeah.
When you've been together 19
Thanks
years.
for bringing your wife, Brad.
I told you that it wasn't going to work out for me. I knew that
I love
from
you,
the
Mel.
beginning.
I do.
I knew that it was not going to work out for me. But I was hoping Scotch might
Best judge ever.
have a better performance.
So, yeah, I've been waiting for the also rans. Like I said, I had 6 must-haves at the beginning.
How many of your 6 were chosen?
5.
Okay.
We got Thelma and Louise, Romeo and Michelle, Iggy and Ruth, Anna and Elsa, Beatrix Kiddo, and Oren Ishii.
Wow, you thought about that ahead of time.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Dang.
The one that did not get picked. I am incredibly disappointed, especially in you.
And that's not me.
When
if
you
look that.
like a movie enough to take your son to see it,
Oh.
to take your wife and your daughter back the very next day,
Fucking A. How did I not think
and
of
you
this?
do not draft the
my
mother-daughter
gosh.
duo.
God, I really am upset with myself. It was not even on my list.
Evelyn and Joy Wong, all a.k.a. Jojo Tupaki, from Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
That is
Those
upsetting to
two
me.
women
I've never seen that movie. I
you
were
guys not
not
watched
on
it yet?
your list.
No.
You guys definitely need to watch it at some point. It's
Overrated.
Wow. You guys are going to fight later.
That 4th place?
Michelle Yeoh and what is the other? I don't know what the
Stephanie
other.
Hsu.
Stephanie Hsu as mother-daughter are amazing in that
Yeah.
movie. Fuck! Oh my lord! I apologize to you, honey.
Yes, you should apologize. Shame on your family.
I no longer am upset with losing this draft
Dishonor
and
your
BVK
cow.
like
It's-
falling apart. I really am upset that I
Yeah.
did not have that on my list.
Yeah, that was on my must-haves.
Because I was going to say, I just pointed to Walter as like Betty and Judy from White Christmas.
No, yeah. So that was at the very end of my list under honorable mention. I'm very proud of you for not pandering with that one.
Oh, I said that from the beginning. I was like, there's a pick here that I'm not going to choose because it would be absolute pandering. And that was Betty and Judy. White
When
Christmas.
she said mother and daughter, I thought she meant Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. And
That was on my also rans.
in
Absolutely.
the
Freaky Friday?
Freaky Friday, yeah.
Annika
That's a
mentioned
good
that one to me.
I've got a pretty long list. I don't know how many I want to get into. The Shining Twins, the Grady daughters, pretty freaking memorable.
Oh, that's a great one. I didn't even. Yeah, that was
Jeez. Was that in anybody's list? No?
No, I didn't have
damn
it.
it.
memorable AF. though.
Damn it.
I haven't actually seen it, but Black Swan.
I had them
Oh,
on
you
my
did have
list.
that one, yeah.
Are in
She
my
mentioned
list
that one, yeah,
as a
Kendra
very
mentioned it.
memorable duo. Nobody bought the T-shirt. That was interesting.
Yeah,
Now, would you
talked
have
about that.
would you have preferred Kit and Dottie or May and Doris?
Absolutely, Kit and Dottie. Like I think
Yeah.
some of
Yeah.
their interchanges are just very representative of what sisters can be like, of what friends can be like, the competition between you, the like, why can't you just let me be good for once?
And which she does at the end when she lets go of the ball and gives up her whole entire team's hard work.
Do you think she dropped the ball on purpose?
I always preferred to think no. I
You
honestly,
and your
so
husband, same.
So I don't know.
Ignorance is bliss,
I didn't hear
right?
that conversation, but honestly, like someone said, like let's just pretend that Kit hit her hard enough. Kit frickin' hated her enough
Good
to
point.
hit her as hard as she possibly could. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
She weighs half of what Dottie weighs. So she's
Also
half her
that.
size.
All right, before we get to your list, let's see if we cover some of those with some of our also rans. Let's go around. Kendra, what was one of your also rans that you were unhappily not getting to choose?
Let's see, what else do I have? I have Weezer and Clary from Steel Magnolias. I've got Ellen Paulette from Legally Blonde. I just like how ridiculous and silly they are.
Bend and snap.
Exactly. I have Susanna and Lisa from Girl Interrupted, Winona Ryder, and Angelina Jolie. Yeah.
I've got a bunch of other movies I haven't seen.
All of mine are movies I have seen.
So internet list picks.
Nice.
No, these and a lot of these weren't internet picks. They're just movies I just know of that are in the world, and so I kind of looked them up and whatever. But like the Banger Sisters.
Oh, yeah.
Know nothing about it.
Susan Sarandon and Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah. And then Abilene and Minnie from The Help.
Okay.
Don't know
Yep.
anything about it. But then
Viola Davis. and
one
Octavia Spencer.
that I have seen that I did think of was Vivian and Kit and Pretty Woman. Which-
See, the reason that was hard for me is Kit is not a thing really
Right.
in that movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't draft it,
Yeah,
but I wanted to bring it up. And the fact that I had seen it made me want to talk about it. And then knowing that the Bride No Nishi and Wild Things worked, now I'm kind of regretting. I'm wondering, like, would Ripley and Newt from Aliens actually be okay?
That's not a
Okay.
bad one.
I haven't seen it. I would have had to look that one up.
Aliens? Okay. So it wouldn't have probably worked.
That's pretty solid though.
I'm surprised.
Or you could almost say Ripley and the Queen, like in Aliens.
Female
could also
alien.
be
Yeah, she's the queen. Yeah.
That's
duo.
true. Yeah.
That is a picture.
Or
Yeah.
Megan Sarah from Panic Room was another one I thought that was kind of
That's a good movie.
It's good.
That's a Jodie Foster one, right? With Forrest Whitaker.
Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Walter, what's on your list here?
Only one of the things on my list that wasn't picked in the draft got mentioned as an also ran. Baby Mama with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. Kate and Angie are the characters' names. It's a funny one. Janice and Katie from Mean Girls. I know that's more of like a clique, like a group, but I think they're the two main characters there.
I almost thought about picking Janice and
Damien.
Damien.
Put it together a lot better.
I think that would have counted.
Jess and Jules from Bend It Like Beckham.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that's one that you would have.
They kinda,
I
You
do like that movie. Yeah.
yeah.
And then going with my like Bride and Oren Ishii, they're a duo, but they don't have to be friends. Bring It On, Torrance and Missy, the two captains of the two squads, I thought was a good kind of back and forth duo. But those are the only ones that I had that didn't get mentioned yet.
I had just a few. Wichita and Little Rock from Zombieland.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like
That's a
that
good
Just
one.
the initial like where they fucking trick them and stuff is so great.
Yeah.
That's Emma Stone and
I forget what the younger girl's name is.
Blanking on her name too.
I can't remember. It's not Chloe Grace Moretz. No, it's
No.
not Dakota Fanning. It's one of them. I know what you're talking about though. Little Miss Sunshine, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Abigail Breslin.
Abigail
you.
Breslin.
Thank
there
you.
you go.
There, we got there.
Lilo and Nani, Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know. Lilo and Stitch are the duo there, but yeah, good characters.
The movie's kind of named after him.
How about you've watched the Marvel movies with us? Gamora, Nebula,
So I have a whole list actually of Marvel duos.
thought of that one.
Natasha and Yelena,
Yep.
Yeah.
Black Widow.
Yeah.
And Okoye and Nakia
Yep.
also.
There's one I didn't pick, and this is because it came up at the dinner table before we came over today, which was Princess Vespa and Dot Matrix.
That was already on my list before the kids mentioned it. Yeah.
Spaceballs. That's a classic duo.
Damn it.
And then one that was semi-controversial because it was in my head when I typed Celia and Sophia from The Color Purple.
Yeah, I read the book. Great book. Haven't seen the movie.
Oh, it's emotional. Their like initial scene where they're getting separated is just it's pretty wild. And there was one I thought of that it's duos, but it's two groups of duos, but they're twin sisters. Big Business.
I love that movie.
And I was like, how do you pick that? Because they're two sets of twin sisters and like they look exactly like each other. I don't know. It
You would just have to pick Bette Midler and Lily Tomlin as the
I know. 'Cause I love that movie though. It's awesome.
Yep.
All right. So what else do you got? Anything
Other
else?
than that, I've got Mia Thermopolis and Queen Clarice from
Yep.
The Princess
I had
Diaries.
them.
I have Roxy and Velma from Chicago. Like I
Betty
said,
and one more from the
Wait, who are the two from Princess Diaries you had?
I had
Mia and Queen
Thermopolis
Clarice.
and Queen Clarice.
Okay, because I was told that Mia and Lily were a good group from that.
Yeah, they're
No, that's
buddies,
what
but
the internet
honestly-
tells you.
Yes, thank
But
you.
they're
My
not-
girlfriend told me. Okay,
Your girlfriend is the internet, okay, Scott? No, we've met her. She's lovely. I think you guys mentioned.
I used to be blamed that my girlfriend was on the internet and in Canada.
I think you guys mentioned Freaky Friday, specifically the Jamie Lee and Lindsay Lohan versions. Like I said, from Practical Magic, I loved the ants.
The ants are good. I thought about Matilda and Miss Honey for a second too.
Merida and Eleanor from Brave, just because, we're Pixar
Oh, mom,
nerds.
daughter, yeah.
Absolutely. And then, spoiler alert, Glass Onion, we've got Andy and Helen are a pretty dynamic duo in that movie. So, other than that, and the honorable mention / pandering penalty of the Haynes sisters from White Christmas, that is my entire list.
One last one that I had told to me was Molly and Ray from Uptown Girls.
Haven't seen it.
So that wouldn't have helped.
What about, and I don't know if anybody's seen this, but Enid and Rebecca from Ghost World. It's ScarJo and Birch.
Saw that on a list.
Thora Birch.
Thora Birch. That was a pretty
It
good
was on a
movie.
few internet lists.
Yeah,
So, well, shit.
yeah. It's obvious I don't know female duos.
No.
Oh well.
Start watching those female character movies.
No,
I'm
good.
sighing, but at the same time, I think it was a fun draft.
It was.
I think it was an interesting one. And, Scotch and I, we put ourselves, at risk again.
Yeah.
And this time we failed.
Well, I mean, the real villains here are fucking Zach and
Females?
Nate, who don't fucking show up.
Wow.
Oh,
And,
goodness.
you know,
You just create some men's rights activists? What just happened?
Jesus.
It was a joke, folks.
anyway.
Yes, of course, Zach and Nate are the assholes in this whole equation.
Yeah. So anyway.
Jeez.
Thank you guys.
They let us down.
Hey, you guys represented. You did great.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Anytime.
Mel, awesome job.
Super proud to crush
I think you
dreams.
did a great job.
Honestly,
Dreams crushed.
I'm so stoked that you actually gave points to the out of the box stuff. I love when judges do that, and so I really respect that. So you did awesome. So
Thank you.
Yeah,
very
and
much. It
since
was
I
fun.
won, you guys, we're going to be doing a year 3 of BVK IPA. So, that was that's what this was hinging on.
You know what? This was all in the plan. I was
Right.
like, Mel, if you do not pick Walter as number 1, we will not get another BVK. So please make this happen.
So, okay, I said that if we finish 3-4, there'd be no more podcasts. But now we have to be a podcast to make sure we make it to BVK.
At least to
number
the
3.
release. At least to the
So,
release.
so we have to keep doing it.
okay, well, we've got a reason now.
Okay,
Beautiful.
never mind.
Pod's back together, man.
Speaking of that, are we doing a pod next week?
Are you? Do you want the truth?
Sure.
You can't handle the truth.
Oh, you're a king of segues, you.
Oh my Lord, folks! We might be going ahead and talking about a little military drama. It's gonna be led by Scotch Beck. Tell us all about it.
Oh my gosh, it easily is. I think on my top 5 of all movies I've ever seen. A Few Good Men, amazing script, amazing cast from top to bottom. The performances are just phenomenal. And I can't wait to talk about it. It's just, to me, it is almost a perfect movie. So,
I can't tell you. I can't wait to tell you about the first time I watched it.
okay. We'll save it for that.
Oh boy,
Wow. You already got a little grin, you little motherfucker.
I know.
You're going to piss on my
Well,
movie.
I might. It happens. It might have happened before. So, folks, Few Good Men should be fun. I'm excited.
I mean, I think it's going to be fun. Obviously, based off your face now, I don't think it's going to be very fun at all. Now I'm a little nervous.
Well, you know what? Check us out on the socials. That's what my face is saying. My face is also saying, leave some reviews. Tell your friends. It's a dumb podcast, but if they listen to a couple episodes, they'll be like, they kind of get our humor. They get the little stylings and the little jokes and stuff that we say, and maybe they'll enjoy us for forever and ever. Because we're never, ever going to quit this pod, no matter what Scotch says. Okay?
Okay.
Till we die.
Oh, God damn it.
No, you suck. You already won. You're done.
He gets to
done.
win and also close out the pod. You know
No,
what?
he doesn't get everything
honestly
he wants.
Never
Don't be
done
Kit.
that in my life.
Don't be Kit, Walter.
So, Walter, bring us out, you damn winner.
Bye-bye?
Darling,